Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyim Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harakah Kodash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwak that's keeping the faith in the work. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 18. It says, pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. Right? And who can be more proud than Edom? Right? Edom is the pride. They are the proud, the most proud. Right? And I just saw a headline of the leader of the daughter of Babylon going to a person that they flat out disrespected, a few people that they flat out disrespected, either a few years ago or 3 months ago, and tried to topple these people government. I ain't talking about basically the story is about Arabia, but I ain't specifically talking about them. I'm going more so into the route of Venezuela. Venezuela really tried. I mean, the daughter of Babylon really tried to destroy Venezuela from the economy on down. And when they did that, Venezuela then linked up with Russia, and they've been in in cahoots with Russia ever since. But now the daughter of Babylon is going around begging countries for help, where in times past it was opposite. Countries would come to the daughter of Babylon for help, but pride goeth before destruction. Right? Little did the daughter of Babylon know that ass was grass. That ass was grass a long time ago. But that pride is something else, man. That pride to tell you we can make it great again. Right? We can hold this down for generations to come. And that's not so. So with that, I'm going to let this video play and I'll be back.
Leaders of Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates have refused to talk to US President Joe Biden over the phone in recent weeks. This comes as the US tries to contain a surge in oil prices amid the Russian invasion. This is according to a Wall Street Journal report. Saudi and Emirati leaders are becoming more and more unavailable to President Biden. Their officials are growing more critical of US policy in the Gulf. Biden has been trying to reach out to the two leaders as the Gulf nations have the capacity to pump out more oil, which can then ease global supply fears.
So this was 3 months ago. 3 months ago, the daughter of Babylon was calling Arabia, and Arabia was like, swipe left. All right, make it go straight to voicemail. They was avoiding these folk. So it got to the point to where now this man big. He finna go hop a flight and go directly there because they not picking up the phone. So he finna go face to face and see what's up.
President Joe Biden will travel to Saudi Arabia later this month, meeting Saudi officials to discuss measures to lower fuel costs. The average price of petrol has increased by around 50% over the past year in the US, costing the equivalent of $1.74 per litre. President Biden had initially intended to diplomatically isolate Saudi Arabia over its human rights abuses, but Russia's invasion of Ukraine has prompted Washington to seek other avenues to ease energy supply issues.
All right, so now they going to big, man. You heard what the lady said. You know what I'm saying? They tried to act all funny with Arabia because of human rights issues. And I recall during that time, the light really got shined back on the daughter of Babylon. Because they were like, how y'all talk about human rights issues anywhere in any other country around the world when y'all treat so-called blacks how y'all treat so-called blacks, and been treating them that way since they've been over there? How y'all got anything to say about a human rights issue when y'all been treating the so-called Native Americans and the so-called Hispanics how y'all been treating them? Y'all ain't got no ground to speak on how anybody being treated anywhere. I recall this, right? Then, that thing hit and all other news became void. And every story became how many people died today, and what's the total count for the month, and why people ain't getting jabbed up, and so forth and so on. But it was news going on before that, right? Let me see. Just the book of let me go to the book of Obadiah. And verse 3 says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" Right? "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh." Yahweh go humble that ass, and he already doing it. You got to go to another country to beg these folk for help, bro. That's unheard of in this place, especially about some oil. Because we all know how the daughter of Babylon get down when it comes to oil. Shit, they'll bomb the brakes off a nation, send in the military, and conquer a land for some oil. So that must mean if they can't do that now, that must mean somebody weak. Somebody then lost the step, and somebody else to pick that step up. And they not allowing you to operate how you used to operate, which means this place is done. This place is done. Pride comes before destruction, bro. Right?
On February 9, Biden spoke with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's father, King Salman. They highlighted the partnership that the two countries share. Interestingly, both Saudi and Emirati leaders spoke to Russian President Vladimir Putin on call last week. They also had a phone conversation with the Ukrainian President Zelensky. For the first time in years, the U.S. has opened diplomatic channels with Venezuela, which is a Russian ally. A U.S. delegation met with Venezuelan government officials in Caracas to hold discussions on energy supplies in particular.
Now, mind you, this is 3 months ago, right? And they still ain't got bad tight with these folk. Basically, everybody that the daughter of Babylon has done wrong, they done linked up now. They not staying separate as this country and that country, and now they linking up. Which is, I mean, that's common sense. Like, real talk. If you being bullied by an individual that's bigger than you, and they got more people than you, and they bullying other individuals, link up with the other individuals that are also being bullied. Y'all set y'all differences aside for a minute just to get beyond the damn bully. And that's what's going on. All right? But why the bullying, he in his pride. Can't nobody mess with me. I'm a bully. You know what I'm saying? I go take lunch money from this person. All right, go take juice from that folk. Go take actual lunch from this person. That's a prideful mindset. But once that ass get humbled, ain't no more bullying. Bullying over with. All right?
This comes as Washington continues to look for more ways to reduce its import of Russian oil without harming U.S. consumers while maintaining a global supply.
Like I said, that was 2 months ago, and you just heard what they said they got to do now. They got to go to Saudi Arabia and get the begging, man. These folks tapped into their own oil reserves, which wasn't a lot. First and foremost, it's not that much oil in the daughter of Babylon. That's why they go overseas. That's why they stay in the so-called Middle East. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't never have it. They ain't never have it like that for real, for real. All right, this place embodies the term credit. It's really based off of nothing for real, for real. But they hold power as though they have all of the, nooks and crannies, but they really don't. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 31. Says, "Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith Yahweh, power of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Yasharallah and the children of Jehoiada were oppressed together, And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Right? So seeing as though y'all refuse to let us go, and real talk, this Yahweh Bashim Yahweh putting that spirit inside of you, just like he did Pharaoh of Egypt, to not let us go. So that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh can show his power. So his name can be recognized on this earth again as the power, as the most high power, right? And none other, the living power. You know what I'm saying? So just give it time. Just give it time. Everything that's written in the book, that's been prophesied around the world, is coming to pass, and it's ultimately gonna come to pass all the way when Yahweh Shai returns, right? And he will not meet thee as a man. That's why a lot of people get it mixed up at, bro. They keep thinking that it's this person that's supposed to come back, and it's not this person that's coming back. It's power that's coming back, and his people. The ones that have been doing what they supposed to have been doing to the best of their ability, they're going to share in that power, and the world going to know it. The world going to recognize it, and the world going to bow down to it. Right? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's return is what we talking about. And we seeing the beginnings of it now. The beginnings of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's return is the end of Edom's kingdom. So with that, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Harakah Kodash. Shalom Yashalom.